So, you came back after all. Thought you were going to be one of our greatest, but you're just a monster. I'm not falling for that, Starborn, or whatever it is you are. Soon as we found your artifacts, you were done with us. I should have known. Every chance that came up to take things by force, to put a bullet in someone, you took it. What was going through your mind when you choked poor Barrett to death, He took a chance on you. Saw the person you could have been.
I was thinking I was glad he finally shut up. Hello, me. Like what I've done with the place? Don't assume. I've been to plenty of universes where I was the nicest person around. But then I thought, why not try something different this time? Now, I wasn't expecting another me to show up. But now that you're here, I can add you to the cleanup work I need to do.
Welcome home, Captain. Although, expressing surprise may be the more appropriate response, seeing as how you were dead last time I saw you. An entity known as the Hunter came. All active members of Constellation were murdered, including you, while I escaped with the artifacts. If Barrett were still alive, he would say it was good to see you again. As you are the closest thing to a living member that I am likely to encounter, I am happy to hand them over to you. There is also some data on artifacts that Constellation hadn't retrieved yet, before everyone was murdered. Here you are. I am afraid I cannot accompany you, Captain. My place is now here. If everyone else was alive, I am sure they would be fascinated with your journey to becoming a Starborn. Good luck collecting the remaining artifacts. I am afraid I cannot accompany you, Captain. My place is now here.
We seem to have another visitor.
Who's this? Another member of Constellation? Wait. No way.
You don't have a twin, do you?
No. For what it's worth, I don't think I sound like you either. Starborn? What are you talking about? Who are you?
A miner from Vectera brings us an artifact, and now a doppelganger walks through our door right afterwards. I think you have a few pieces of this puzzle to share with us, don't you? So, that's what we're looking for. The pieces to an armillary. A path to the center of a multiverse.
Hey, look. I was just here to drop off the artifact. I'm not cut out for this. Okay. Okay. Let's do this.
In the meantime, I suppose we don't really have much of a choice but to allow both of you to join. You should feel free to make the lodge your home. You should talk to Vladimir about the artifacts the Eye is supposed to find. We'll gather the others.
Even the trace physiological and neurological readings I'm...
Hey,
you are
me?
unprecedented.
I gave it some thought, and I want to take you up on your offer. I'll join your crew. Two's company, right? Kinda depends what you're looking for. I'm good with a cutter, and I know my way around a mineral deposit. I'm pretty tough, too. A life of mining will do that to you. You can count on me to have your back out there, even if things get rough. Trust me, no one in the settled systems wants to avoid watching you die horribly more than I do. Right now? You don't mess around, do you? Alright, what's my first assignment? Roger that, boss. Can I call you boss? Kinda weird using my own name when I talk to you. Anyway, see you out there. I was starting to wonder if you'd switch universes again. Yeah, go for it. Let's see if our stories match up. Honestly, my life was kind of boring before I found the artifact. I had a steady gig as a miner, plenty of friends at Argos, and your run-of-the-mill UC family. Wild how fast things change, isn't it? Hell, before you showed up, I'd never even had a job where I worked above ground. Makes me wonder how things would be different if I never found the artifact in the first place. You're kidding, right? It's you. Meeting you is by far and away the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. Unless you've made this trip before, I'm willing to bet that I'm the only person in existence who's ever met a version of themselves from another universe. Meeting you even makes finding the artifact seem normal by comparison. Yeah, sometimes. It wasn't an exciting life, but it was mine, you know? I knew what to expect when I woke up every morning. I don't feel like that so much anymore. Universe hopping and space magic aren't exactly my areas of expertise. I'm still trying to figure out where I fit into this whole thing. Spoken like a true Starborn. You have an interesting perspective on these things, boss. It was mostly Supervisor Lynn's doing. Argos wasn't my first mining job. When Lynn and I met, I was mining for Deimos near Sidonia. 5 years on Mars, churning out ore for the UC military was more than enough for me. I met Lynn and Heller at the Broken Spear one night, and we got to talking. Lynn said she'd beat my Deimos salary, and that if I worked with Argos, I'd get to travel more. It seemed like too good an opportunity to pass up, so I took it. I'm not surprised. I can't imagine Lynn being any different even in another universe. She's a good woman. I would have worked for her for the rest of my life if the artifact and Constellation hadn't come into play. It was mostly 5 years on Mars. Lynn said she'd beat my... I go back and forth. I enjoyed mining for Argos, even though I wasn't with them very long. I think I could have been a lifer if it weren't for that artifact. But it's hard to regret finding it after what I saw when I touched it. I mean, you get it, right? I've never experienced anything like that in my life. It changed me. Hopefully for the better. I did. Heller and I got along, and Lynn was a good boss. She was tough, but only when we needed it. It beat the hell out of working for Deimos, that's for sure. For me, it was. The work was hard, the pay was crap, and the way Deimos treated us miners rubbed me the wrong way. I was happy to get out of there. She's a good one. Honestly, wild how fast things... Makes me wonder how things... I try not to let it keep me up at night, but that's easier said than done. I'm sure you get it. You've had a way stranger journey than I have. Okay, I'm game. So many. I think I'm still getting used to this whole traveling with myself thing. This is kind of an obvious one, but I've been wondering what you think the biggest difference is between our universes. Seriously? That's crazy! Grav drives must have been totally different where you came from. Wait, you're messing with me, aren't you? Haha, very funny. What about your family? I'm pretty close with my parents. Are you? Were you? That's great. What a nice thing to have in common. Hopefully your parents back in your home universe aren't missing you too much. Let's see, what else? Ah, here's a good one. If our roles were reversed and I was the Starborn instead, would you have joined my crew? That's why I took it. I figure I'm the only person in history who's ever gotten an offer like that. Passing it up seemed like a bad call. For what it's worth, I'm glad you're the captain and I'm the crewmate. You're a way better pilot than me. If I was at the helm, the ship would be a pile of scrap on some uninhabited moon by now. I have one more question for you, if you're up for it. Did you ever miss your home universe? That must be tough. I hope you don't regret it too much. If it makes things any easier, I'm really happy you're here. Hey, thanks a lot for letting me ask you this stuff. Getting to know you better makes this whole traveling with myself thing a lot easier for me. Yes and no. You're a lot wiser than I am. Maybe going through that Unity thing does that to a person. Knowing how this could all turn out must weigh on you. You're a better pilot than I am too, and better with a gun. I may have you beat as a minor though. It sounds like you didn't do it as long as I did. To tell you the truth, I am glad that there are some differences between us. It makes me feel more me, you know? More like a person and less like an echo of you. So many. This is kind of an obvious one. And I bet you were bored all the time, right? I mean, I am the funny one. What about your family? I'm pretty close with my parents. Are you? Were you? I'm sorry to hear that. It's too bad things weren't the same in your universe as they are here. Let's see, what else? Ah, here's a good one. If our roles were reversed and I was the Starborn instead, would you have joined my crew? That's pretty dark, boss. You must have had it rough in your last universe. Hopefully things will go better this time around. For what it's worth, I'm glad you're the captain and I'm the crewmate. You're a way better pilot than me. If I was at the helm, the ship would be a pile of scrap on some uninhabited moon by now. I have one more question for you, if you're up for it. Did you ever miss your home universe? So I got one of the good universes, huh? Glad to hear it. Hey, thanks a lot for letting me ask you this stuff. Good chat.
Hello. Again. Yes, I'm enjoying these little encounters, personally. I knew you entering the Unity would start to change things. And here we are, another new event. Maybe this isn't even the first time you've come to the Lodge and found things a little different. Here, take Constellation's artifacts and charts. I can't wait to see what happens next.
You are going to pay for what you did to my father. You gotta be kidding me. I found the wrong one. After all this time, it's the wrong version of you? Damn it. Just go. Take everything and get out of here.
better get going before the boss changes her mind.
So we're not killing you. Fine. You're lucky. If it was my dad you killed, I would have shot you as soon as you entered the door.
So we're not killing you? Fine.
Get out of here. Go. Take those damn artifacts and go. Leave. Go. Take those damn artifacts and go.
Ah, there you are. Good. Shall we begin the negotiation? I'm willing to part with the artifacts and constellation star charts for a very reasonable price. I don't know which universe you're from, but one of my versions apparently stepped through the Unity and proposed I buy up this little explorers club. Even let me know exactly when a prospective buyer would arrive. Awfully charitable of him, actually. Then you're not getting the artifacts, I'm afraid. If you change your mind, I'll be right here.
Keep your hands where we can see them.
Are you ready to... A pleasure. Feel free to make... Where's the rest of Constellation? They went completely broke and disbanded some time ago. Got this one full of steam. Before you ask, no, I don't have any intention of going to the Unity myself. Fighting Starborn is above my risk threshold. Enjoy your purchase, my friend. Before you ask, no, I don't have to.
The Great Serpent told me that one more member of Constellation was left. Another penitent to be made to dust. Pleas of friendship will not work on me. Constellation has brought down the wrath of the Great Serpent, and I am his instrument.
Hey there, I'm Sarah Morgan. Welcome to Constellation.
I thought I was playing Sarah Morgan. You're supposed to be Sam Coe.
No one can play Sam Coe until we find the right hat. We're playing Constellation. And one day, we'll go out into the stars too.
Yeah, and disappear into the unknown, promising one day to bring the hope of discovery back to the settled systems.
Wait, I know who you are. You're the last member.
The last member? No way!
The last member of Constellation? The person that shows up and helps everyone else unlock the secrets of the universe?
Yeah, that's you!
Whoa, really? Hey, maybe that's where they all went. We don't really know what happened to the real Constellation, but we found this note and all this stuff. It says to hand it over to the last member when they get here. You should have it. In today's adventure, you're welcome to lead an expedition to the dangerous city of Neon.
No, Noelle stays in the lodge and does big brain stuff. She's not a leader.
That's what makes the adventure so fun. She has to rise to the moment.
Yeah, I like it. Like, maybe Barrett's giving her a hard time the whole way. But really, he's just trying to get her to stand up for herself and take charge.
I just wanted to fight space monsters. Who's gonna play the space monsters?
I'll play the space monsters. We'll say that Sarah has to stay behind because Constellation has run out of money or something. So, she's to do boss lady stuff.
Can I still play with the computers while I'm leading the expedition? That's why I picked Noelle.
Of course. Neon is full of computers. I'm telling you, it's the perfect adventure.
I like computers, so I always pick Noelle. She's the best.
The lodge is a great area to play in. You'll love it.
Good luck out there in the stars.
Next time, I'm playing Sarah Morgan.
Hope we aren't getting in your way.
I play Barrett. He combines my two passions. Big smiles and theoretical physics.
I always play Sarah Morgan. She's my favorite. The strong leader.
I swear, Sam wears a hat. One of these days, I'm getting a hat.
Excuse me, why are you talking to that plant? Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. I think maybe you should leave. You know about those? So you do know Sarah Morgan, and you thought she was a plant? That plant is named after one of my professors. She used to own this building before she retired. Well, before they all retired. Come to think of it, there was a member of Constellation that looked awfully like you. It can't be. Professor Barrett's multiple universe theory was actually right? The things I said to him during my rebuttal. Oh, God. Pretty much. They don't talk about what happened, but they all just decided to stop. Most of the old-timers are professors now. That's how I met Sarah Morgan. She teaches the Humanity in the Stars program. I'm kind of her protege. This is wild! I am so writing all this down later. Tell you what, I'll give you everything Constellation had before they retired, and in return, you let me do some passive scans whenever you're rushing in and out. Deal? All right. This blows my last thesis way out of the airlock. Here you go. Don't worry, it'll be a long time before I publish anything. It won't interfere with whatever you're doing.
Hey, look who we have here. Come on in. The rest of us were wondering when another one would show up. I heard that one before. You know, because, well, you'll get it. For some reason, a bunch of, well, us, keep ending up here. Since we all have the same name, we're just calling each other by affiliation. Let me introduce you to everyone. I'm Constellation U. There's Crimson Fleet U. Don't touch my stuff, Rook. There's United Colonies U. Super et Ultra. Free Star Collective U. Live free, friend. Ryujin Industries U. Need a loan? And we're just calling her Loner U. I work alone. Yes, we know. Not sure. We'll just call you New You for a while till we get that sorted. I mean, we're you, so kinda takes one to know one, yeah? So, you planning on sticking around? The rest of us kinda like it here. You're your own best company, am I right? Still chasing the Unity, huh? Hey, how about a little parting gift from yourselves? Not sure what happened to Constellation in this universe, but they collected a few artifacts and had the lead on a lot of locations for more. Here. If we can't trust ourselves with them, who can we trust, right? Me and the other yous have it pretty good here. I'm helping keep our little colony of us financed. Not easy, considering we need to keep this all secret. I was Ryujin Industries' most accomplished operative in my universe. They really taught me the true hallmarks of success. I suppose you'll be leaving us? A pity. I suppose you'll be leaving us? Watch yourself out there. Super et Ultra. Miss being out there. Busted a lot of alien skulls in my universe. But Freestar Collective U is actually pretty good company. Hope you spend some time helping the United Colonies while you're in this universe. I was Ryujin Industries' most accomplished. Hope you spend some time helping the United Colonies while you're in this universe. Hallmarks of success. Only way to be. It's a harsh multiverse. Good to see another me making their own way. Trust no one. Me and United Colonies U have been able to settle most of our differences. Helps being, you know, the same person. Live free, friend. Don't bother me. I work alone. I'm just here until I get a lead on some real credits. It's a harsh multiverse out there. Trust no one. Don't bother me. I work alone. Can't believe how soft you all are. In my universe, I was wanted in every corner of the settled systems, so don't get friendly. In my universe, I was wanted in every corner of the settled systems, so don't get friendly. Hey, don't let the other yous push you around any. They can be a little rougher on the edges. Me and the other yous have it pretty good here. Hey, good luck with the artifacts. I know how those Starborn can be.